Hi everyone, and welcome to The Scratch, where we talk about music you know, music you don't know, and music that you should know. And welcome to my first official album review! Okay, I was expecting a little more enthusiasm, but, okay, I'll roll with it. So, it's my first album review. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna, Wolf Alice just released a rock album that I could review. Tyga just released a hip-hop album. Let's see, what else do we have here? I could do pop, I could do R&B. The possibilities are endless. So what am I going to do? I'm going to alienate about half of you right now. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to review a country album. Yeehaw. More specifically, we're going to be reviewing Kacey Musgraves' sophomore album, Pageant Material. A little backstory with me in country music. There used to be a time in my life where country music was all I would listen to. I was obsessed with people like Tim McGraw, Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire, Kenny Chesney. And there came a time, though, when I kind of felt that popular country music was starting to become a little sterile. The steel guitars were pushed to the back if they were even there at all. The melodies were not that strong. The songwriting and storytelling wasn't necessarily dumbed down, but it was definitely not as strong as it could have been. And I kind of just lost interest in country music altogether. And then about 2 years ago, someone I know told me that there was this one song that I had to listen to because it was so cute and funny and charming. And I was not going to be rude, so I went into the room where they were waiting for me, and I listened to the song. And I could not disagree with them anymore. This song was not fun or charming or funny or cute. It was quite biting, and a little depressing. However, it was a song that I will admit I thought was absolutely fantastic. This song was great, from the writing to the instrumentation to the vocals. Everything about this song was fantastic. That song was Kacey Musgraves' Merry Go Round. And I will stand by my statement to this day that I think it is one of the greatest songs that I have ever heard in my life. In any genre, this song is fantastic. Sharp, incisive, and kind of melancholic lyrics. A great vocal delivery by Kacey Musgraves to fully deliver the lyrics. I love the instrumentation, especially the keyboards. The keyboards in that song are fantastic. So after that, I started listening to more of her stuff. I listened to Dandelion and Blowin' Smoke, her other two singles off of her first album. And then eventually I just started listening to all the songs off the album. Dandelion, Silver Lining, Step Off. And that album, same trailer, different park, got me really excited for country music again. And I would not be surprised if in 15 to 25 years from now, that album is considered a classic in country music. Maybe just music in general, but definitely country music. I would not be surprised if many years from now that album is considered very important. However, she was not very popular on radio, as much as she was popular with critics. She won 2 Grammys, and I'd never heard of anyone who did not like her at all. But she was not very popular on country radio, so I didn't know if when her sophomore album was going to come out, if it wasn't going to get delayed even, and even if it didn't, would it try to cater more to the Hot 100 country music? So you can bet I was very excited when I heard that her sophomore album, Pageant Material, was going to be released this year. So as soon as I was able to, I got a hold of the album, and I listened to it, and I listened to it, and I listened to it. What did I think of it? It's really good. I'm very happy to say that Pageant Material is a great album that you guys should all be listening to. There's a lot of things about this album that I like, but especially the one thing that might turn off half of the people who listen to it. This album is very reminiscent of country music from the late 60s to the late 70s. The Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton kind of era. It's very lush. There's a lot of focus on banjos and strings and things like that. But I love it, and I think that it worked very well with the album. But what about Kacey Musgraves as a singer or a songwriter? Because Kacey Musgraves is very well known for her songwriting, not only for her own albums, but for other people as well. She actually co-wrote Mama's Broken Heart for Miranda Lambert, which is also a great song that you should all be checking out. And the songwriting on this album is very, very good. I love the charm of Biscuits, which a lot of people are saying is, oh, it's cheesy, I can't get into it. I don't think that Kacey Musgraves was going for any grand statement on the human condition. I think she was obviously writing this with like a nudge, nudge, wink, wink kind of humor to it. So because of that, I'm having fun, and she's having fun. I love the melancholic feel of Fine. I love the almost vicious kind of attack kind of tone that she takes with Good Old Boys Club, where she's obviously taking shots at some people, especially Big Machine Records, with lines like, I'm not a gear in your big machine. And I think that she might be taking some shots at people like Cole Swindle when she says lines like, when did it become about who you know and not how good you are? I love the witty wordplay off of the first song, High Time. I didn't notice it the first time I listened to it, but after I listened to it again, I kind of realized how many different ways she used that phrase, High Time, and it was very clever. I love the humor that she takes on the song Pageant Material. There's such great and funny lines about how she's not right, how she knows that she's not fit for the world of beauty pageants and things like that, with lines such as, I'm not exactly Miss Congenial, I'm always higher than my hair. I think that's really clever and really funny. And I want to take time to talk about one song in particular called Somebody to Love. This song is definitely one of my favorite songs that she has ever made. Not as good as Merry Go Round, but definitely very close. She just sounds weary, but she's longing at the same time. And there are such great lines like, we're all pots and we're all kettles, but we don't see it in ourselves. And that's another thing about this song that I really like. It's very, it's very inviting of everyone. She uses the word we a lot instead of I. And I think it was very smart with this song because it's something that I think that a lot of people can really connect to. The feeling that she's trying to go with this song. And I especially love the strings on this song, especially in the intro. The intro to this song is one of my favorite intros to a song I've heard in recent memory. It starts with just this ragged, worn-out strings that just kind of build, and it's absolutely beautiful. If there's one song off of this album that I would recommend the most, it would probably be Somebody to Love. But there are a whole lot of other things I love about this album as well. I love the instrumentation. I love the chugging guitar and Pageant Material. I love the drums on Good Old Boys Club. I love the guitar on Dime Store Cowgirl, which is another great song you should be checking out, by the way. And I was very happy with how this album turned out. But let's talk about the question that a lot of Kacey Musgrave fans are going to be asking. Is Pageant Material as good or even better than Same Trailer, Different Park, her last album? And my answer to that, in my opinion, is no. Unfortunately, something just doesn't work as well. And I think I know what it might be. It seemed to me that in Same Trailer, Different Park, there was a lot more at stake. There seemed to be a little more drama. Even with songs like Follow Your Arrow, there seemed to be an underlying sneer behind that smile. And with Pageant Material, some songs seem a little more comfortable, I would say. Mainly Cup of Tea and Family is Family. As much as I like these two songs, and I do like these songs, I don't think that they're bad songs by any mean. I feel like that there's just something that's missing from them, like some bite, or some sadness, or something. There's just something that seems to be missing from them, and they just feel comfortable, especially with Cup of Tea, which I think might be the weakest song off of the album. However, the amount of songs that are good definitely outweigh the ones that are just okay. Dime Store Cowgirl, Somebody to Love, Miserable, another great song where she's talking to this one person in her life where they can't be happy unless they're miserable. And you could just hear the in her voice that she's just tired of it, but she wants to make it work, but she doesn't think that she can. So overall, I think that this album is absolutely fantastic, and I think that's one that you guys should all be listening to. There's also one more thing before I give my rating. There is a hidden bonus track on this album, and it's great. I would probably put it in the top five songs of the album. If you can find it, you guys will be in for a treat, especially if you love country music, because there's a guest artist on that song that as soon as you recognize who it is, you will be very surprised. And I was shocked, but I thought it was a perfect match, and the two of them complemented each other absolutely perfectly. I could not be happier with the way that turned out. So overall, I think that this is a great album that you should all be buying. Strong instrumentation, really well-crafted lyricism, and Kacey Musgraves just delivers in spades. I'm going to give this album a light 9. Go get Pageant Material. It is well worth your time. So that was the first album review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like to like this video, or if you would even love to subscribe to this channel, I would be very happy if you did. That would be fantastic. If you have any suggestions of albums that are coming up that you would like me to review, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will definitely try to get a chance to listen to them. I kind of work 3 jobs, so I won't be able to get to everything. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later.